My name is JT Man. This is Aftar Man and Kushbir Man. They're allowing me their time. So that'll be a total of 9 minutes. Thank you.
I'll go ahead and
I won't need that much time.
Yeah, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe 3 or 4 minutes.
No, absolutely.
Thank you, guys. I'm here today. First off, congratulations to you as well, and Ms. Soto as well. Congrats.
Thank you, sir.
I'm here today to shed some light on an issue I'm having with one of our council members, Gangadeep Kang. On November 3rd, Mr. Kang made threatening and slanderous comments about my family. While at a social gathering on election night, he said, and I won't quote because we might have kids listening in online, F Major, who is my father, F JT, that's me, and if he can't put a kid in his wife, then I will, as he made lewd, sexual, hip-thrusting gestures. The next day, Mr. Kang further went on to say, I will not pay child support either, when asked via text message if he remembered the comments he made the night prior. This statement to me shows he has no remorse for his remarks. As a citizen of this city, I hold public servants and its employees accountable to adhere to a code of ethics which supports ethical behavior of its members and officers. Mr. Kang should be held accountable for his shameful actions towards my family and I. The day after I found out, I met with and made a formal complaint with Chief Soria. Chief Soria took my complaint to the city manager. To this day, this matter has not been resolved. My reason for speaking here is to make everyone aware of Mr. Kang's character. If it can happen to me and my family, then it can happen to anyone. My father was once supportive of Mr. Kang when he first entered the political arena. He spoke about doing good and steering the city in the right direction. As his true intentions slowly emerged, my father backed off and rescinded his support, and now this is how Mr. Kang responds. Regardless of what the law says, Mr. Kang made a sexual threat to an innocent woman. I am now escalating my troubles to this council. What if it was you on the receiving end of Mr. Kang's threats and comments? How would this council have handled it if it were in fact one of you in my place? I imagine justly and swiftly. Then why am I any different? In the last 2 months, I have now started to involve myself and peek behind this curtain that conceals City Hall and this council, and I'm disgusted by what I see. I believe there was an investigation on Mr. Kang regarding a different matter. What were the findings of that investigation, and why was it not made public? A couple of months ago, we started to get some trouble from local law enforcement about a trailer that was parked on our driveway. It had gotten a warning on my property, and when we moved it back to where it sat on my parents' driveway for the last 10 years, we got a ticket. The trailer's nose hung over a few inches onto the sidewalk. Recently, one of Mr. Kang's family members reached out to my family. He said they, meaning Mr. Kang and Officer Kang, boast about the fact that they had our trailer ticketed and ultimately moved. He added that they got rid of the previous chief, and yes, he said what he said, and he'd say it again. This is what his family member told us. Not only are they abusing power the city has given them, they are now targeting individuals that do not support them or their interests. If we do not condemn these actions, then we condone them. When I first made my complaint, I was looking for a formal apology, but I am beyond that now after learning all the things I have discovered. In my opinion, Mr. Kang puts his own interests before those citizens which he represents. I learned that he strongly advocated for a new sidewalk in front of his house, which will only benefit him, while taxpayers foot the bill. He's told business owners and investors that he can advocate for their cause or interest in return for financial gains. One such conversation, including that permits can be expedited for a housing project if lots would be donated to him and his brother, Officer Kang. I am unfamiliar with politics and how City Hall operates, but I would imagine this is not how. I'm tired of waiting for a response, so I'm here today seeking a resolution. Please open your eyes to the lawlessness that is taking place around you. I am told that the Kangs walk around and bully city employees with arrogance and condescension, threatening that they can remove anyone that gets in their way. As colleagues, you all need to hold each other accountable. I can go to the DA, grand jury, attorney general, FPPC, but no, I'm here. I can also call upon my fellow citizens for a recall on anyone on this council that does not put the city's interests first. If Mr. Kang was here in person, babe, can you raise your hand? I would have him look at my wife. This is the person you were threatening. She has nothing to do with your political agenda or gains. A grown man should not have to be reminded to respect women. I want you all to look at Mayor Aguilar now. Once again, congratulations. You know me personally, sir. You know how much I advocate and serve this community through the Mercy Emergency Department. Do you believe my wife and I deserve this? Then please do something about it. Thank you, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you for your comments. What I could say is, the city takes these accusations seriously. I'll have our city manager definitely follow up on this complaint and report back to our council, keep us informed. As you know, this is citizen comments, and council won't take action tonight. Obviously you are aware of procedures and everything else, but I just want to say that we do take, we're all listening to you, and then agree in a lot of the comments you're saying, regards to, we need to look out for our city and be respectful and all of that. And I'll definitely take your complaints and accusations seriously as a city and as elected officials here.
This is a small sample of my family. We have a huge family.
Yes.
And being contributing members of society and valued members of society, we don't deserve this.
No.
She doesn't deserve this. So with that said, I'll take my leave, but I would like to give this to you, and you can pass it to whom you may.
Yes,
this
please.
Is the letter I sent to you.
And in regards to your character, you're right. I do know you personally, and you're, absolutely outstanding gentleman, and we have a lot of respect for you and your family. So I just want to express that. Okay, sir?
Time, all of you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just in general, in regards to you and the public and your family, it's important. I appreciate you guys coming up and communicating with us, and it's open door policy for the whole community. Anybody has any complaints or see things a certain way, we're here to hear you out, and if we're able to take action or address it in whatever way possible, we're gonna do that. And we take everything seriously here, and I just want to make sure that you guys will hear back from us. Okay.
Thanks again for your time.
Any other citizen comments?